OpenClaw, build and automate anything. OpenClaw just dropped their biggest security update ever, and it changes everything. 5 security fixes in one release. That's insane. Apple Watch support is here. Your wrist is now your dashboard. This update is huge, and most people have no idea what it means for them. Let's break it all down right now. Now let's get into OpenClaw 2026-19, because this is not a small patch. This is a full-on Fortress upgrade, and I'm going to walk you through every single piece of it. So first, what even is OpenClaw? OpenClaw is a device and gateway management platform. It lets you control, monitor, and secure the devices and systems in your network. Think of it like a control tower for all your connected tech. And with this latest release, that control tower just got a whole lot stronger. Let's start with the thing everyone is talking about, 40+ fixes. That is not a typo. In one single release, the OpenClaw team pushed out over 40 security hardening fixes. They're calling it the biggest hardening drop yet. And when you look at what that means in practice, it's easy to see why. Security hardening means closing gaps. It means making the system harder to attack, harder to break into, and harder to exploit. Every fix in this update is like adding another lock to the door. And with 40 of them dropping at once, this is a serious statement from the OpenClaw team. Now here's the open loop I want you to think about. If there were 40 things to fix, what does that tell you about the state of most platforms that haven't done this kind of audit? Most tools people are using every day have vulnerabilities they don't even know about. OpenClaw just set a new bar. And we're going to talk about what that means for you later in this video. Okay, this one is genuinely exciting. OpenClaw now has an Apple Watch MVP. MVP stands for minimum viable product. So this is the first version, the foundation. And the fact that they're launching on Apple Watch tells you exactly where this platform is heading. What does this mean practically? It means you can now get OpenClaw data, alerts and updates directly on your wrist. You're walking around, you get a security alert, you glance at your watch. Done? You don't have to pull out your phone. You don't have to be at a desk. Your wrist is now part of your security infrastructure. For anyone managing a business, a team, or a network of devices, this is a big deal. The less friction between you and critical information, the faster you can respond. And in security, speed of response matters. Before I keep going, if you're serious about using AI and automation to grow your business and save hundreds of hours, the AI Profit Boardroom is the place to be. It's a community built specifically around scaling with AI tools, getting more customers, and cutting the busy work out of your operations. Tools like OpenClaw are exactly the kind of thing we dig into over there. Link is in the comment and description. This is just the MVP, so the full watch experience is coming. Keep watching because I'll tell you what to look out for as this develops. This update brings serious improvements to gateway authentication and device management. Let me break down why this matters. Gateway authentication is how your system checks who and what is allowed in. It's the bouncer at the door. If your gateway auth is weak, bad actors can get through. If it's strong, they can't. OpenClaw has hardened this in 2026.2.19. That means tighter controls over what can connect to your network and how those connections are verified. Device management is the other side of this. Once devices are in, how do you track them, control them, and keep them updated? This update gives you better tools to do exactly that. Think about it this way. You're running a business, you've got laptops, phones, tablets, maybe IoT devices, maybe a whole office of hardware. Every one of those is a potential entry point for a security problem. OpenClaw's device management tools help you see all of that clearly and lock it down. And here's something I want you to sit with. The businesses that are going to win in the next few years are the ones building secure, efficient, automated infrastructure right now, not later. Now, we'll come back to that. Okay, this one is a bit more technical, but stay with me because it matters. OTel stands for Open Telemetry. It's an open source framework for collecting data about how your systems are performing. Think logs, metrics, traces, the kind of data that tells you what is working, what is slow, and what is broken. OpenClaw has migrated to OTel v2 in this release. That means they're now on the latest, most stable version of this framework. Better data, better observability, more accurate picture of what your system is doing at any given moment. The plugin and hooks hardening is the other piece here. Plugins and hooks are how you extend and connect software. They let different tools talk to each other, but they're also a common attack surface. If your plugins aren't hardened, they can be exploited. OpenClaw has specifically addressed this in 2026 2.19, which means your integrations and extensions are now sitting on a more secure foundation. This is the kind of behind-the-scenes work that most people never see, but it's what separates platforms that last from platforms that fail. Here's a simple one but genuinely smart. The OpenClaw dashboard will now nudge you to update when a new version is available. Sounds basic, right? But think about how many security breaches happen because someone just didn't update their software. The system is running an old version with known vulnerabilities, and nobody noticed. This feature removes that excuse. You open your dashboard, it tells you there's an update, you update, that's it. Stay secure, stay current. It's right there in the release notes, and it's a simple but powerful change. The best security tools don't just protect you, they help you protect yourself. That's what this nudge feature does. Now, let me zoom out and give you the bigger picture here, because this update isn't just a list of features, it tells you something about where OpenClaw is going and what the smart move is for anyone building on this platform. One, they're taking security seriously at scale. 4 fixes in one drop is a massive signal. This isn't a team patching holes as they come up. This is a team that did a deep audit, found everything they could find, and fix it all at once. That's a mature security posture. 2, they're expanding the surface area of where you can interact with the platform. Apple Watch is the start. Wearables are becoming part of how we manage our tools. This team sees that and they're building for it. 3, they're investing in observability and integrations. The OTel v2 migration and the plugin hardening tell you that this team wants OpenClaw to be a platform that connects to everything and that gives you real visibility into what's happening. 4, they're thinking about the human side of security. The dashboard nudge is simple, but it addresses a real human behavior problem. People don't update. This feature helps fix that, put it all together, and you have a platform that just made a serious leap forward. So, what should you actually do with this information? If you're already running OpenClaw, update now. 2026.2.19 is out and it has over 40 security fixes. There is no good reason to stay on an older version. Go to your dashboard, you'll see the nudge, click update, done. If you're using the Apple Watch MVP, this is your first look at what risk-based management is going to look like. Use it, give feedback. The MVP stage is when your input actually shapes the product. If you're managing devices and gateways, look closely at the auth and device management improvements in this release. Read the changelog, understand what changed and how it affects your setup. And if you're a developer or integrating OpenClaw with other tools, the OTel v2 migration and plugin hardening changes are worth digging into. Make sure your integrations are up to date and that you're taking advantage of the new observability data available to you.